This is homework for Wednesday, 2/18/15, and you'll notice that in class you've got a sheet of square roots, and your job is to try and put them in simplest radical form. At the bottom of your paper, I put a perfect squares chart so that you could see what the perfect squares were all the way up to the perfect square 900, and the square root of 900, of course, is 30, and you can tell that on your chart. If you're looking at that chart, it's important to remember that the perfect square numbers are on the right-hand side, and their square roots are on the left side. So it goes 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. And if you look then at the left, the square root of 64 is 8. The square root of 49 is 7. The square root of 169 is 13. So you're looking for the perfect squares. You're looking at the right-hand side. Okay, so problem number 1 is asking you to find what is the largest perfect square number that can divide evenly into 72. I want you to give the problem a try, turn the video off, and then when you've tried it, turn the video back on and check yourself. Okay, so I'm just going through this with you really fast. You don't care about 1. It's the first perfect square number, but it won't help you to simplify this. Okay, 4 cannot divide evenly into 72. You can check that on your calculator. You'll get a remainder. 9 will. So 9's a possibility, but remember I'm looking for the biggest one of these, so I'm going to keep going just a little bit. 16 won't. 25 won't divide in there evenly. 36 will divide in there evenly. 49 will not. And then once I get really to over half, and even if you don't know exactly what half of 72 is, you know that 49 is close to 50, and twice 50 is 100. So pretty much after you get here, you don't need to go any further, because if you can't do 2 times a perfect square number to get this, then you're not going to be able to do anything bigger than 2 times that. So I don't really need to even go to 64. Okay, so the biggest perfect square number that was able to divide evenly into 72 was 36. So here's how I write that. I write it that the square root of 72 is equal to 36 times 2. Now, the one that's the perfect square, 36, needs to get simplified, and I'm highlighting it. So once I simplify that, what is the square root of 36? Remember, you have that on your paper. That would be the numbers that are on the left-hand side. The square root of 36 is 6. Once it gets simplified, it comes out underneath the square root sign because you found the square root of it, 6. And what's left over, the 2, stays underneath. Okay, your next problem is the square root of 28. Again, turn the video off and give it a shot on your own, because you have the perfect squares and a calculator to check with. So give it a shot on your own before you check the video. Okay, so 1 doesn't help you. 4 can go into 28 evenly. 4 times 7 is 28. 9 cannot go in there evenly. 16 can't go in there evenly. And I know that half of 30, this is almost 30, is 15. So kind of after I get to 16, I really don't need to check anymore. I'm done checking. So I only had to check 3 numbers. Okay? The biggest number that was able to go evenly in there was my 4. So I write it as the square root of 28 is equal to the square root of 4 times 7. The perfect square number was the 4. I highlight it and I simplify it. The square root of 4, you have that on the left side of your paper. Square root of 4 is, I hope you said 2. It comes to the outside. Excuse me. You still have a 7 under there. That's your answer. Okay, give number 5. Give number 5. And I'm sorry, we're doing the odds today, so I'm going 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Tomorrow you'll do the evens. Okay, so give number 5, the square root of 24, a shot on your own first. Okay, 1, I don't care about it, won't help me. 4 can go into 24 evenly. 9 cannot go into 24 evenly. And again, half of 20 is 10, so I really don't need to go any higher than this to check for the perfect squares, so 4 is my answer. Okay, so that's going to be equal to the square root of 4 times 6. My perfect square number gets highlighted. Okay, what is the square root, of 4? 2 comes to the outside, and the square root of 6 stays in because I didn't do anything with it. It's still just the square root of 6. I didn't find its square root. This is not a perfect square. Okay, give number 7 a try. This might take you a little longer, but don't give up. The square root of 320. Turn the video off. So I'm going to show you what I checked and what I found out. Okay, 4 did go into there evenly. Nope for 9. Yes for 16. 25, no. 36, no. 49, no. 64, no. 81, no. 100, no. 121, no. And 144, no. Now I know that half of 300 is 150, so I really don't need to go any higher than checking 169, and 169 will not go evenly into here. So once I check here, I don't really need to go any higher. So let's go back to what was the biggest perfect square number that will go into it evenly, and it's 64. So I write that as the square root of 64 times 5. Okay, the perfect square number gets highlighted. What is the square root of 64? I hope you said 8. And of course the square root of 5, we're not square rooting because we can, it's not a perfect square, so it stays underneath. And our answer is 8 times the square root of 5. One more, number 9. This shouldn't take you very long. Turn the video off and do it on your own. The square root of 36 is a perfect square, so the answer is just 6. Nothing stays under the radical because it's a perfect square. There's nothing left over for it, and I'm done.